weekend down at the Deam, down in Hoosier National Forest. 8:20 in the morning, Sunday. This is a typical Sunday to Monday trip. As you just saw, last week, a couple weekends ago, we did a quick plunge of the trail and then back today. We're at the second parking spot. We're basically going to take the Martin Hollow Trail, a little bit of Grubb, come around, check out the fire tower, which we've seen before, come all the way through the Sycamore Trail, and get back in a little area that I used to hang out a long time ago. Do a little bushwhacking. Let's see if we can find a great spot for tonight. Tomorrow morning we'll get up, go down a little road trail from the cemetery, take the Axom Trail, come back. We'll be right here. So we got the pack all loaded up. Total pack weight was 30 pounds. It is what it is. Got a new camera, so I'm excited to get some video on that. So we'll see you out on the trail. Of course, some of you should be familiar with this. Actually, we are going to take this up to the Grubb Ridge Trail. We're going to head south. We're going to explore the east side of the Deam Wilderness area. Beautiful morning, 8:30. Typical Sunday to Monday. Hope you enjoy. The William Dean is always known for being a little muddy in spots. This is most of these trails are a shared horse/hiking trails. Which is fine. They make their money on the horses from the horse riders, and that helps keep all the trails. But it is nice to have hiking only trails. And the Sycamore, when we get on that later in the day, that is hiking only, and that trail will be a lot better. This is another reason why, being a flatlander, I like good old school boots. That's full leather, waterproof. So now, when we go to the whites later on in the summer, I might get a second pair and maybe go a little bit lighter, but for now I'm happy. Once again, it's June 5th. And it's a beautiful day. It's supposed to be in the 70s, maybe a little rain. I don't think we're going to get any though. Quick intersection here at Grubb Hollow, Grubb Ridge. That's Grubb Ridge. That's where we just came from. Now we're going to turn a little bit, basically south, head down there. Enjoy. Coming up on Grubb Hollow Trail. Well, we're on the Grubb Hollow, my fault. You want to follow that back down there, but we're going to take the Martin Hollow, which is over there. So, about a mile in, not very far. Unfortunately, when I got to this spot, I realized I was missing something, so I had to double back to the truck. Now we're back, so that's alright. We didn't lose a lot of time, so hope you enjoy. Looks like this trail is pretty normal as far as Indiana trails are concerned. We are going southeast. heading over to the old lookout, the fire tower lookout, which we'll probably climb real quick, get up there and show you some views. So a couple things different from this weekend over the first part of the video. Obviously the weather, it is in the 70s today. I think the video, I think it got down to 35 and it was only in the 50s. On the first part, we went down to the Peninsula Trail and hiked down to the Lake Monroe, south side. So this time, I don't think we're going to see any water, even though we might, like I said earlier, we might bushwhack down to the water. We'll see how much day we got. And but kind of looking forward to a nice backcountry campsite. Maybe something with maybe something wide open would be nice. Nestled in the sycamores. So, all right, we enjoy. Came up over this little ridge, working our way back down. We're gonna work our way all the way down, then we're gonna work our way back up. But nice little creek bed. She's running dry, so pretty typical though. These hills, even though it's barely June and it's been a very wet spring, it doesn't stay wet very long. This is a part of scenery I love here. This is more indicative of a little bit west of here, over in the Spencer and up in the Turkey Run and Shades. Start getting some hemlocks and some ferns. Very nice. Very nice. As you can see, it's pretty gorgeous right here. So, a big holler right here. You can go down a little bit. Hopefully now you can get a pretty good view. Now we're at the lookout tower. A few cars here at the trailhead. There's the fire tower. Been up it before. We got some video and pictures in the past. So anyway, we're going to take the low access road and start connecting up to the Sycamore Trail. Already getting ready to take the Sycamore Trail. Trail cemetery down there. We're gonna come up there. Nice little road. Sycamore Trail is, I think, 5 miles. Says 4.7, but they're always a little longer than what they say. So we're gonna head down here. We're actually gonna pop out the end of this road. So far it's a beautiful day. It's 10 after 11. Maybe get about halfway, take a lunch at a campsite, and then pack back up and then head to the... We'll see how far back in the bush once we finish this trail up. So stay tuned. We're on the Sycamore Trail. It's a lot nicer trail. Of course, this is hiking only. No horses back here. Couple switchbacks going down the... So we'll get to the bottom of this. Looks pretty deep. Might be a good time to fill everything up with water. I've still got probably a good liter though in the bag. So, yeah, very nice. Site. It was a nice site. You know, there's a couple things, once again, we're going to point out when you get to hill jacks. But beautiful high pines. You know, these aren't native here. They were planted probably by the Army Corps of Engineers when they made Lake Monroe. But beautiful area. You get a nice view of the stars tonight. Nice big fire area, benches. So far everything looks good, but unfortunately coming in, I don't know what the hell these people were thinking, but this is just done this weekend. And it's a shame. But they were doing some kind of bushcraft, so probably Boy Scout troop or something, obviously. It's a mess, though. Look at this. This is a shame. Trying to learn how to set flares, maybe. Flare traps. You know, they just chopped down this whole vegetation. So, once again, I'm not a hippie. I just like to hike. But there's the right way to do things, and then there's the wrong way. So I'm by no means telling everybody to hug a tree. I don't mind chopping down a tree, but you know, this is just stupid. It looks bad. You know, this should be a nice lush little area. You got plenty of room over here in the main. But hopefully somebody watches this and next time they see their buddies chopping down a bunch of samplings, maybe think to yourself, is that really what you want to do? Very nice though. Yeah, this is a nice site. I like this a lot. This campsite number 2. A little bit off the trail, which makes it nice. I thought the last one was number 2, but apparently that's maybe unofficial one. So but keep saying how beautiful this trail is. This came from there, and it looks like the trail picks up over there. Really nice. I'm enjoying it very much so. Alright, well, I'm feeling pretty good. We did have lunch. Stopped over at campsite number 2. Had some wraps, a couple chicken salads, low iced tea. So it's, what is it, 1 o'clock? Just now 1 o'clock. Probably about 8 miles in. So I've been taking my time. No hurry at all. I don't have to be back till tomorrow night. So probably go check out campsite number 4. And then we'll just keep pushing. So. Alright, as you can see, we're back on the ridge, working our way back up to Trail Cemetery. I didn't show you campsite number 4. That was the best one. We were down in the gully, the valley, or the holler. Very nice. Giant slab table. Must have took 10 guys to pull that thing up there. But it's still only 1:30, and so I'm willing to get up here, get down to the cemetery, and then officially that's where everything ends. There are older trails back there. They run another couple miles down on Lake Monroe, and they can even go east out of the Deam Wilderness. A couple over trails over there. Matter of fact, you can almost take them all the way to Story, Indiana. So anyway, been very impressed with this trail. There you go. Can't really get a sense, but you're definitely on top. Like I said, I was talking about how high the elevation. It's all relative, of course, but I looked on the topo map, and these ridges are running 750 feet. So, you know, minimal elevation gain. Maybe 300-400 feet at a time, going up and down, up and down. So, pretty easy. But I must say it's very beautiful, very nice back here. I've seen one camper the whole day, and maybe 3, maybe 4 day hikers. So overall, it's been very quiet. Like I said, we started at 8:20. So it's 8-9 miles right now, maybe. So. Tent, bag hanging out, some other gear here. I got me picked up some 64 ounce of dirty water back when I was, which is perfect because I just ran out of my 2-liter reservoir. It's a beautiful spot. You just got a monster tree right there that split 2 ways. And split perfectly. Get this right in the middle. Get the pond that's right over there. We came in on the back side of the pond. Trail Cemetery is down that way. Lake Monroe is probably bushwhacking it. It's about 1.5 miles that way. We're right, wind's coming right off this ridge. Walk down here. So you can see the goes down. And just a beautiful spot. Glad I came back here. I haven't been back here in a long time. This was a spot that we found a long time ago. I'm sure many other people have found it too. So I might break out the topo map and give you a quick point it out on the map for you. So I'm gonna got plenty of wood, and like I always do, this site is left. Always left in pretty good shape, but most of the sites I've seen so far has been left in very good shape. Campsite number 4 on the Sycamore Trail was really just a wonderful site. I would have loved to stay, but you know, I was only 6 miles in. It was still early. So right now, I think I got a total of pushing 12 miles. So feel pretty good. Could have done a couple more. But the next leg of the trail is not really a lot of places to camp. So I figured it was a good spot to settle in. It's 4:30, so get my water done, start dinner here pretty soon, relax. And remember, we're going to leave this better than the way we found it. I'll probably gather some more wood. That way, whatever I don't burn, we'll leave it for the next guy. So, yeah, that should be looking real nice in about an hour or two. Alrighty, bye-bye. So, I've done a review earlier on the cinnamon apple crisp, so I'll break that out again. This is something new: Backpacker's Pantry, Shepherd's Potato Stew with beef, and let's see, you need something to spice it up, so inside there, it's a little bottle of Sriracha. Also got a little bottle of hot mustard too. So got good. See, morning time. We got some scrambled eggs. I also have, let's see, of course, I always bring along some tortillas. Can't go wrong with that. So make a little McDonald's wrap. Make me some coffee after I eat. Oh, these are to die for right here. They're little single serving peanut butters. Easy peasy. I got my peach tree. So, yeah, it's a little heavy, but I do like to eat. So, we'll make everything up, and then we'll check back with you on the taste. All right. All right. Good morning, everybody. No rain, so actually it's a beautiful night. But I wanted to give you an update on the bag and the pad. So, in the last video, a couple weeks ago, I came out here and it was only in the 50s during the day, and it got down to 34 at night. And I got the Big Agnes, Lost Ranger 15. I got the REI Cirrus pad. I got on sale on that REI outlet. The bag is not 15 degrees. It's a bigger bag. I kind of knew that going into it. So you already need an insulated pad. So last time I was here was 35, and this pad has got an R factor of 2.5, and it was cold. Now I ended up putting multiple layers on. I don't blame that on the bag. I blame it more on the pad. Now today and last night, it's beautiful. it got down to probably 52. And I slept with shorts. No socks, nothing. So, and actually, I didn't even zip the bag up the whole night. I just left it unzipped. That way I can kick my feet out. A couple times I woke up, I was a little warm, opened up a little air. So it worked out great. But just to let you know, if you do want this bag, it's made for, you can give you a little bit more room in the hips, a little bit more room in the shoulders, and a bigger foot box. Now that's the trade-off. So it's a down bag. It's a 650 fill, maybe a 600 fill. Fairly light. I do have a Big Agnes Q-Core R value 5. That's 3.5 inches thick. I think this is 3 inches thick on this pad. And I'm going to pick that up probably next week. Granted, we're in a hot summer, but I'm just curious to see if I use that in the summertime, if I'm actually going to get too hot from the bottom. So, the tent, taking it down, the tent's just, I love this tent. I really do. I know I keep saying I want to go to a hammock, I want to try a hammock, but this tent's nice. It is, for the benefits of a hammock, it is nice having a tent. You can change clothes. You know, if there's a lot of bugs, it's easier to get away from the bugs. But I can see the benefits of both. That's why I would like to get both. And it's 8:30 in the morning, so let's check out the camp. That's why I'm going to leave it. We got some wood form. Got a nice clean fire pit. Look at that. And we'll come over here. What do we got over here? Oh, we got the water boiling. We got my lovely camp coffee, which I cannot do without my little coffee maker. I can't tell you how much I love this thing. And add a cup of water to the scrambled eggs and bacon. Mix them in with a couple wraps. So your mini, a little tip on the mini. Those of you who are living where there's nice stream water and the water's always running, you probably can go out in the field without your little back flush, your little plunger. But if you're using farm ponds and bluegill ponds and just old, in Indiana, sometimes it's hard to find nice creek water, and we're using pond water. And you know, the pond waters around here, it's got a lot of tannins in them. You can strain it through maybe a buff. Going into the bag might help, but I've found that the tannins are really trying to clog this up. And luckily I bought my plunger, because you pretty much had to back flush this thing. And when you do, you'll get the first couple squirts coming out of it are real dark brown. That's from all the tannins in the water. So, but better going in the filter than in our bodies. So I'm sure they're loaded with a lot of lead, a lot of heavy metals. So, but you know, the water is actually, the filter does its job. It tastes just fine. So we'll turn this up a little bit. There we go. Get some heat working. Getting ready to jump on the Axom trail. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna go back down close to the lake. It depends how. If the lake's flooding, we would probably hit it, but you know, it's not flooding. So So I want to talk about a couple guys that kind of inspired me. Syntex 77, him and his buddy Mike and his wife, and they've been on for 4 or 5 years now, and it's kind of cool watching him evolve. Nothing fancy, another YouTuber, more of a military, loves to get up in the, I think he's out in Colorado, he loves to get up in the mountains. I've been watching him for years. Let's see, Who's Your Daddy here in Indiana. He's a hammock camper, him and his wife. I've seen a couple of his videos. And there's a few others. And I am in no means trying to be as proficient as they are making videos, but as you can see, I made other videos in my other hobby. You probably seen them. But right now I'm enjoying this. And who wouldn't? Looks like it's going to be another beautiful day. Alrighty. Alright, so we've been following this valley and a big creek bed down there for the past mile. A mile and a half. And there's another ridge way back there. We came up and over, came down. Now we're going up again. Right here, it's really nice. The other side is definitely a couple hundred feet taller than the side we're going up, so that's nice. It's been a great trip. This is the last, probably the last mile. So we're going to take this all the way up to the road and put a little juice on the phone. But this is definitely, I would say, to do this route in reverse would be just fantastic, because that would take you to what I thought was the best campsite of the whole trip. Well, it's campsite number 4, I believe, in the Sycamore Trail. I like my campsite, but that was a nice site. I was camping up here on top of a ridge, which is nice. But I also like being down by the creek too. So, especially if you get a little fog maybe dropping in. Still want to get out in some weather. I really need to test myself on picking a day where it's just really shitty out. I think I've been known to cherry pick days, but for the rest of the summer, I don't know. Like I said, I don't really like to put a lot of miles in and camp when it's hot and humid, and it gets hot and humid in southern Indiana. It gets pretty swampy out in these woods. But you get a cold front coming through, keep the wind gusting up, maybe a little rain. That's a perfect time to get out and enjoy. So I really think this is I think the loop I just did was personally the best loop in the Deam. That's just my opinion. Like I said, I'm going to do the Hollow Trail, the rest of that, and the Grubb Ridge. But you know what? Them are just like the Peninsula Trail. They're a lot of horses. You still got elevation, and where there's elevation, the trail becomes a little bit harder. Compact, easier to walk. But man, you get down low them horse trails and it's just a mud bog. I also like to see maybe a new trail. I was playing around with the junction off on Axom Ridge, this trail, and about a half mile back there, just like I thought, it took me right to the water. You know, might as well finish that trail up, actually make it a trail. So, just my opinion. Oh, this is beautiful. Just beautiful. This section reminds me of Turkey Run and Shades. So, thank God, this is why I always grow closer to southern Indiana compared to my northern friends, because it's nothing but cornfields and flat up there. You have to drive up to Michigan. I think if you really want some beautiful woods, you can drive over to Wisconsin. Oh, look at that. Opens up real nice. Opens up real nice. So, we'll try to do part 3. And then we're going to start getting ready for the whites in August. So 3 days, 2 nights. We're going to be Pygmy West Mountains, Pygmy Loop, and then hopefully, well, everybody knows next year I really want to do the Kehoe route up in Colorado National Park. Doing a 14er has been on my list since I was probably 15 years old, and I think if I recruit a couple friends, I know my boy's going to do it with me, but he won't get out of the Marines for 2 years. Well, I'd like to do it before, and then surprise him when he gets out. We'll do it again. So that's why I'm making this. I'm hoping you guys can keep encouraging me. A couple thousand feet elevation change today. Both days. Pretty light. My knee hurts a little bit, but it's not too bad. I got a little wrap on it. And considering my cycles, as far as being fit and not fit, the past 3 months I really haven't been doing much. Before that I was pushing pretty hard. My typical P90X and P90X3 and free weights, yoga, stupid shit like that, Tai Chi. But, well, I hit that wall after 3 months every time. Every time. It's like 3 months on, 3 months off. So, I think I'm doing pretty good. So, almost 20 miles and not winded and feeling good. Feel like I wish I could camp tonight too, but I can't. So, oh, it's a nice view. So like I said, hopefully you guys can keep encouraging me. And we'll have some kick-ass videos, that's for sure, especially on the Kehoe route. That's, you know, it's a class 3 scramble near the top, and I know it is a trail. It's not mountaineering by any stretch. And I tell you, if I won the freaking lottery, I would be doing some mountaineering. I feel to really do something like that, yeah, you know, that's a rich man's game. You know, you can take freaking couple months off. If you're a doctor, a lawyer, or just your own business, but you never know. Somebody's got to win the lottery, right? And if the crazy cat lady can win it, us people that like to get out, we can win it too. So, all right, big all T's, saying peace out. You guys have a good time.